You know, I love sharing stories about men and women of the military. Names that may not be familiar to all of you, but many in this region know those names. Like Joe Biagiani, my son Tyler's grandfather. He, of course, the father of Tyler's mother, Marcy. And, you know, he is a man who I've been around on and off for many years, and we always seem to get connected to his time in the United States military. And he actually knew my grandfather, Emmerich Bango, who had a store in Freedom. My grandfather actually served in World War I as a Marine. Mr. Biagiani did it in Korea. So there are so many generations that have defended and fought for the freedom of our country that they're just too numerous to mention. But I like taking time to just throw these little tidbits out to make you think and appreciate what you have in the world around you. Let me talk about Dan Camp, the late man behind Camp's Cleaners, and his father, who grew up with my parents and knew them well. To give you an idea how young and homesick and tough it was for these men to be away from their families at such a tender age, defending freedom and many never coming home alive, only in a flag-draped coffin for their parents still grieving their death to pay their final respects. Mr. Camp survived the war, but he had many stories to share with me throughout the years. And one of the ones that I cherish to this day, he was talking about being a young member in the military, and he was on a train, and how homesick he was, but in the background, someone had a transistor radio on, and it was the Notre Dame football game. And a young man by the name of Phil Colella from Rochester returned to kickoff for a touchdown. And he said that did his mental aspect of just trying to figure out where he was and what he was doing so good. And I guess it truly is for everyone. Like in the movie, The Wizard of Oz, click your heels 3 times and say there's no place like home. So to all of you who have served, thank you. To those of you who are currently serving, we are grateful for your service. And remember, those who made the ultimate sacrifice, as I simply call them, the brave. And join me Monday night for my special Memorial Day broadcast. At 6 o'clock, Tony Accomando, Life-Changing Service Dogs for Veterans, award-winning journalist Bob Dvorak from Fort Bragg, and at 7:30, Lieutenant Colonel John Pippy, former state senator and representative and a graduate of West Point. We remember the brave Monday night, Rob Pratte, beginning at 6 on KDKA Radio.